Exiting the Republic's 3rd Fleet airspace. Disengaging stealth shards.
Decrypting unofficial code from the Papal Guard. Assembling wide-range clairvoyance network.
Dealing with them's gonna be a real pain in the rear. But whether we like it or not, we have to cooperate. We'll need to keep clear of the military, by the way. I know we've got that whole non-intervention thing with the CID, but it's best to be safe.
Understood, Father Kevin.
Expanding stealth shards to match trajectory and speed of both aerial forces and ground divisions.
I see. So this ship is compatible with some of the latest technology. Specifically, the most up-to-date Epstein terminals and Zypha models.
Didn't realize you were so high up the food chain. I mean, I knew you were a Dominion, but...
Yeah. Think it's only just hitting me what a big shot you are.
Yeah, well, here it is. Testament to my high standing, the Merkaba, the Dominion's personal airships that work in tandem with our stigmas. Kinda sad to leave behind all the memories I made with the old ship, but we've been asked to make the switch to these shiny new ones. That said, this is only the trial model. Just got rolled out, too. So we're kinda taking it for a test run right now.
The originals were so adorable, though. Kind of reminded me of big slippers.
Slippers, huh? Well, if you ask me, I think this new design's cool just the way it is.
Cool or not, I think we have more important matters to consider. Like how much this thing could sell for. Maybe you could give us an estimate, LP?
With all the new tech and the alloys used on the hull, I'd put the construction cost at approximately 5 billion Mira. And if you include the engine, which is likely an artifact of some sort...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No need for the in-depth analysis, thank you! And where'd you even hear about that anyway?
Well, the Church has been using artifacts as engines since before the orbital airship was developed, right? I only came to the most probable conclusion.
You know, I find it rather interesting that they'd assign you a test model so soon. Speaks to how seriously the Church, or rather, the Lady Saint, is taking this matter.
You mean...
Anyway, I'll come clean. She's the Ivory Eschaton Saint, the very same saint that Her Holiness Pope Orestes has acknowledged as the one who will lead the Septian to the end. When she first entered the Republic, she did so in disguise at the age of 13. Her debut as an actress, however, was unplanned. But either way, she's been prepared to fulfill her duty for a while now. Prepared to mobilize the world's soldiers, the Church, and face the end in a manner befitting her station.
I really don't like the way he keeps saying the end.
Is that why she didn't hesitate to pass judgment on the professor? And condemned her to receive punishment as a heretic?
More or less, yeah. I mean, taking resources from the future to aid the present, she's violated the providence of the goddess, plain and simple. Almost like her real goal was to shake the Septian, the fundamental foundation of the world.
You mean...
Those masked people the others ran into are involved somehow, aren't they?
Be that as it may, the fact remains that the professor has been branded a heretic, meaning the task of meting out punishment is in your hands, which leads me to believe you will be confronting LaToya Hamilton directly.
Correct. And regardless of how that confrontation goes, I will carry out my duty. Especially since at this point, there's no way any of this is just some big misunderstanding. And more importantly, because the professor herself seems prepared to see things through no matter what.
I have a feeling you're right about that.
These hands have sinned far too much already. There's no going back for me now.
But even still, we're not changing our stance until the very end.
We want to find out what the professor's true intentions are too.
And I'll be right there with you.
I would say the same. But seeing as the good father here has linked up with his men once more, I fear he may no longer see a use for us.
Nah, don't want to involve them any further than they already have been. This hunt is my burden to bear, not theirs. Anyway, Iscariot's spread all over the Republic, and they're closing the net on Hamilton as we speak. Which means once we've gathered all the data from their clairvoyance tomorrow, we should be able to narrow down the location of our target. And seeing as we've also got the Saint on our side, there's no amount of supernatural power in the world that'll be able to keep her hidden. Oh, and don't worry. I plan on keeping you guys on board with me to the end. So I'll be counting on each and every one of you.
Understood.
No objections here. It's not as if I've anywhere else to be, impoverished as I am.
Which reminds me, I'll be expecting a big fat bonus once we're done here.
Oh, and I want some treats from Arteria.
How about some dinner, everyone? Seeing as we have foods from all over Arteria, we should be able to prepare you some local cuisine. If that be to your liking, of course.
Oh, absolutely! And I was just getting hungry, too.
The way she acts, you'd think we never feed her.
To be fair, we haven't really eaten anything since this afternoon.
Hey, heads up. That one eats even more than Reese does.
What? Understood.
I understand these are unique circumstances, sir. But are you sure about all this? I worry it might be a bit unfair to Sister Reese to do this without her.
Yeah, I know I'm being selfish. But all I want is for her to walk a normal path in life. She shouldn't have to dirty her hands with something like this. Sorry for putting this on you guys. And for dragging you around all the time.
Oh, not at all, sir. Remember, we're your squires.
His competence and expertise are clear, but I knew it. This task weighs heavy on him.
Aren't you coming, Rufus?
Tomorrow will be a decisive day on many levels. But where, I wonder, will the stage be set?
This all just feels so unreal.
Yeah. Hard to believe this used to be the road to Creil.
I remember us walking on it too. And Nadia saying it was like we were going on a picnic.
That's right. You guys actually came here 2 years ago, didn't you?
Indeed we did. After the fallout from the Retributive Tower incident managed to settle down a bit.